For your psych assignment, you're going to need to find an article in one of the library databases. The database that we're going to be using is called Academic Search Elite, and you can get to it through EBSCOhost. To get there, go to the Bucks Library homepage, then click on this laptop icon to get to our database list. Scroll down and click on EBSCOhost. You will see that Academic Search Elite is already selected. You do not need to select any of these other collections for this assignment. Click Continue. Here's our search screen. We will enter our keywords in here to look for articles that mention those topics. Now, let's say that we want to find advice on how to deal with stress in the workplace. So our keywords are going to be stress and workplace. In this section, make sure you select full text and scholarly peer-reviewed. We select full text so that you can get the entire article right now while you're doing your search. Scholarly peer-reviewed means that we're getting the good stuff. These are articles that have been reviewed by professionals in the field and have received a kind of stamp of approval for you and other scholars to use in their research. On the left-hand side, you'll see that we have over 2,000 results. Also on the left-hand side, there's a nice overview of how our articles fit into certain categories. For example, we have articles in here that date back to the 1970s. To find something more current, click, drag, and slide over to about a little more than 10 years ago. Really sort of narrow your list, you can use on the left-hand side the subject section and the subject thesaurus term. And this will give you some options so that you can change your keywords to match what's being used in the articles. So it's very helpful. So for this class, we're talking about really psychological stress in the work environment. So I'm going to select those two and click Update. Let's take a quick scan at the first few that are in our list. They are listed here because the computer system thinks that these articles are the most relevant to our search topics. So as I'm looking at the titles, and also notice that the search words that we used are appearing in the description of the article in bold-faced font. One looks like it might be relevant, and I'm basing that on a couple of things. One, job stress is showing up right here. Coping. So coping are the strategies that you employ to deal with certain issues, and in our case, job stress. So I'm interested in this one. Let's take a look at it. When I click on the title of the journal article, I get a little more information about this article, including the abstract. I recommend looking at the abstract to help you understand quickly what's going to be discussed in that article. So here I can see that they're going to talk about stress at work, and they're going to give some ideas and advice on how to handle that stress. So I know that I'm meeting the first criteria of this assignment, which is that I'm finding an article that provides some advice on how to deal with one of the issues in the textbook. Now, there isn't really too much information as to how I can reduce stress in the workplace. So, okay, this article's not the best, but it gave me some great ideas to change my search up here to find better articles. They use the word job stress. Well, that's exactly what I'm trying to find. It's just saying it in a much simpler way than stress and workplace. So I'm going to change this one to job stress. And remember that other great word that they used instead of advice, coping. Let's try changing our search by using those words to maybe find a better article. So again, we're looking at our result list and we're using those tactics that we used before. Let's see if our search terms are in bold. Read the title. Look, this one right here talks about emotional stressors at work and coping strategies. It just so happens to be focusing on nurses. So again, we do the same things. We scroll down, look for the abstract. So the abstract gives me some great information to know that they're going to be looking at coping techniques and really looking at them in depth. So I want to try to find the full text to this article, and it's not listed here below. Where is it? It's actually linked to over on the left-hand side. So I'll click that link and I'll be able to see the full article here. Now this article gets into why nurses experience stress in the field, and then it gives some very thorough information about their coping strategies, which would be their advice in dealing with nursing stress. Go ahead and save this article by emailing it to myself. So to do that, click the little email link, fill out your email information, and then click send. So after you found your article, it's definitely worth reading over the whole thing, and don't get discouraged. If it doesn't work out for you, then go ahead and redo your search or stop by the Newtown Lower Bucks or Upper Bucks reference desks and ask a librarian, or you can ask the librarian who's embedded in your course space. Good luck searching!